Hi everybody, I am Mike the Healer Gut Guy, and as you watch this video, I'm going to share with you how to heal anal fissures. Now, most remedies you see out there today are just covering up the symptoms, but I have a male and a female friend who had really bad anal fissures, and once they did what I'm going to show you, they used something called German New Medicine to address the root cause. German New Medicine was created by a very successful German doctor. He was so successful in what he did, he had like a 90–95% success rate with terminal cancer. So healing fissures was a walk in the park for him. All right, so as you watch this video, go down below, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Tell me in your comment, what was really stressing you out when your fissures first started? Do you still have fissures now? Tell me what is really stressing you out right now. Maybe it's something you're very angry about. If you're a female, maybe it could be something you're very angry about. Maybe you're worried about your identity. You have a big decision coming up and you're not sure which path to take, which road to go down. Go down in the comments and tell me what is going on. It helps me communicate to you guys better. I read all my comments and I answer all my comments. I want to help you guys get on the path to healing. Also, it helps promote, as you do this, as you leave a comment, as you hit the like button, it promotes this information. It promotes this video so I can be seen by more people and we can help more people together. So I would really appreciate that. So what Dr. Hammer saw is when people had anal fissures in their temporal lobe 100% of the time, right here, there would be a sharp ring, sharp concentric rings in the temporal lobe. And these rings were caused by a conflict shock, a stressful event that catches us off guard. And so for males, this is usually territorial anger. But if you are a right-handed male, and we do this, we figure this out by doing the clap test. When I clap, my left hand does the striking. Might be hard to see on the camera, but my left hand is doing the striking. My right hand just sits there. And when I gotta go out here like a chicken, this feels awkward for me to clap like this. This feels more natural to me. But for men, it's mainly a territorial anger conflict. And for women, it can be either or, but it should be, for most women, it's going to be an identity conflict, but there's more things playing with a female's hormone status, like becoming pregnant, going on birth control pills, getting off birth control pills. There's a lot of things throwing a woman's hormone status around. So it changes the way she sees the world, whether she sees it from a more masculine or a more feminine perspective. And this is where it helps to work with a German New Medicine expert. And I have a program where you can work with me and my coaches. Or you can just read the website, learninggnm.com, for free, and kind of figure it out for yourself. But if you need help, we're here to help you. So what is really stressing you out that falls under these things? Because the way that the body responds when we are exposed to this stressful thing, the body goes, oh no, this is, we need help. Let's put an organ into overdrive to help us overcome this situation. And so what it puts into overdrive is the rectum surface mucosa, which is like this area like right after the rectal sphincters, which are right here or something, I don't know. But it's like right here. And so the way that this tissue responds is with cell loss. At first, there's just going to be a burning sensation in the rectum. And if it goes on for long enough and it is intense enough, the burning, it will burn more, but it's burning because there's cell loss happening, but eventually that cell loss becomes so prolific, visible ulcers and fissures start to form. It becomes dry, it starts to crack, and then it just becomes miserable down there. This is what's causing the anal fissures. A lot of people think it's injury, and sure, an injury can cause, wounds down here, but I don't think most of you guys are coming out of, prison or anything like that. There's not many things that can cause this type of injury unless you're getting very experimental in the bedroom. But even then, this is a pretty resilient area. It can't be diet. I know a lot of people think it's diet, but by the time food gets all the way down here, it's really not what you ate anymore. It's been digested and all that stuff. It is stress. So for one of my female friends, it was she didn't know what to do in her career. Should I be a teacher? Should I be a health coach? Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know. She was very conflicted about it. One of my guy friends, his was caused by a territorial anger. His wife left him and took the kids, and they had a big fight. And when they were gone for like a month or two, and he was very angry about this whole situation. He started to develop these ulcers. And so the way that they healed these things is that they resolved the conflict. So the way that my male friend resolved the conflict is that he kissed and he made up with his wife and his kids, and they came home, and then they lived happily ever after. With my female friend, she chose her career and she stuck with it and went with it. Now, we don't live in a perfect... So when this happens, the cell loss instantly stops. And it starts to replenish this with cell renewal. And so the purpose of the cell loss in the conflict active phase is to widen the rectum so you can shit on your territory better. Yeah, I know. It's pretty primitive, but this is the machinery we're stuck with. So when this gets resolved, the burning pain will change. It won't be burning. It will be more of a pressure pain. And it will start to itch. A lot of people start to panic when it starts to itch, but that is actually a good thing. When your rectum is itching, that means you resolve the conflict. So you want to search your mind and document what you did that day. Okay, what did I do to resolve this territorial anger or this identity conflict? And another thing that will happen is that hemorrhoids will start to develop. It's part of the cell restoration. And the way that this gets out of control and turns into a mess down here is when these conflicts don't get fully resolved. So, for example, with my male friend, let's say, he and his wife get back together again, and then a few months later, she runs off again, and it's even nastier. And this goes on and off for years. They're constantly fighting on and off, on and off. It just turns cell loss, cell renewal, cell loss, cell renewal, and the rectum just turns into a wasteland, like Armageddon down there. If this woman, my female friend right here, if she's, okay, all right, I chose this career, and then a few weeks later she changes it. Oh no, maybe I really want to do this. Oh no, maybe I want to do that. Oh no, maybe I want to do this. Oh, I don't know what I want to do anymore. That can cause the fissures to, become deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So, what we want to do is, while we're dealing with what we want to do is manage the damage that we're doing to this area while we're trying to address our conflict. And so the way that we do that is that we keep the area clean. So after you go to the bathroom and crap, goes over your wound, it's a good idea to wash your butthole. Go into the shower and, duvet yourself. Keep it nice and clean. You can wipe the area with a wipe, but even when you're doing wet wipes and stuff, it can still be very irritating to this sensitive tissue, especially if you're using like cheap toilet paper. So I would avoid wiping, maybe wipe a little bit or be very gentle when you wipe, and go in the shower and wash yourself or something like that. And then after you're done washing it, I would put coconut oil or some sort of soothing cream on it. But do not put steroid creams on this area. I had a client that was putting, what was she putting? She was putting some sort of, she had anal fissures, and she kept on putting, she also had colitis as well, so she kept on putting mesalamine suppositories in her butt, and mesalamine, it's like a steroid. It's like a steroid enema and a steroid suppository, and so the steroid was rubbing up against her fissures and producing more conflict-active symptoms. It was exacerbating the cell loss, and her rectum was burning, and she had a horrible fissure. And I was like, no, you need to address your identity conflict. She said, no, I'm trying. Do you think mesalamine suppositories would help? My doctor's telling me to do that. And I was like, you're doing what? No, do not do that. She stopped doing that, and like literally the pain reduced by like 90% in just a few days once the steroids got out of her system there. I would avoid spicy foods, because when it comes out hot and spicy, you have some hot wings, it comes out a little hot. It's not good to get those hot spices in those wounds. But ultimately, what we're trying to do here is resolve the territorial anger and resolve the identity conflict. And I don't know how to do that. I have a little bit of information. I do know how to do that, but everyone's situation is so individual. Only you have the answer to that. I can help guide you to that answer. But now that you understand what's going on, you can at least start heading in the right direction. And that's the important thing. You now have the information to head in the right direction for getting rid of your anal fissures. Because all the other information out there is just going to show you how to cover up the symptoms, and you're not going to be addressing the territorial anger or the identity conflict. And even if this does happen by accident, you're going to be freaked out when you get hemorrhoids and you get these other anal itching. And you're going to be calm when that happens, because as you know now, that's a healing symptom. And that those symptoms will go away if the conflict doesn't relapse, and it will go away when the cell restoration is complete. So guys, if you'd like my help, I have something called the Rapid Gut Healing Program. I also have a free 30-day program. If you're suffering from other gut health issues, you're not going to learn much about anal fissures in this 30-day guide right here, because it's more geared towards like intestinal issues. But I do have a Rapid Gut Healing Program which goes over anal fissures and hemorrhoids and other digestive issues, and you can talk to us on a daily basis. We do live Q&As a few times a week, and you can talk to us on Facebook in our private Facebook group, and we can guide you on how to get better. But yeah, guys, my name is Mike the Heal Your Gut Guy. I will talk to you later. Good luck healing your anal fissures. Bye-bye.